October's Essential Spirit Scopes. I'm Tara Diana. This is the beautiful Nancy Brady, and we are
Hello.
here and ready to go to bestow upon you the wisdom of spirit for the month of whatever you're born in.
Yes, for October Spirit Scopes for your month, your birth month. It's going to be epic. What deck are you using? It's going to be glorious, Tara. Glorious.
It's going to be glorious. That is the best word ever, Nancy. I'm telling you. I am using the Psychic Tarot, the Heart edition by John Holland today.
Oh, I don't have that one. I must get that one.
And let me tell you, Lynn Marie, I at the Psychic Fair yesterday, she showed me the most beautiful deck. And it was it was something to do with Lemurian. And anyway, I took a copy. I took a screenshot of it so I could see it. But I'm telling you, it is such a beautiful deck. You're gonna love it when you see it. I must get it. It was very whimsical and kind of almost anime-ish in a way. But it just the moment I saw it, I was like, I need that. I need that. So I'm going to hopefully have it for the next time we do this.
Cool.
That deck, it was such a nice deck, and I can't wait to show you that. So welcome to October. It is Halloweenish month.
Halloweenish month, yes. And I'm going to be using the Oracle of Seven Energies with Colette Baron-Reid. I love October, Tara. It is my favorite season next to Christmas. I think this is where you and I are very similar. It's a beautiful, beautiful season. It's where Mother Nature gets ready to have a rest and recharge. And I'm just darn excited for it.
And so many things coming up in October for us. I have the event with you and Jenny Kitson and Serendipities. We have the big fair October 14th for anyone that hasn't got their whole $5 admission ticket. You need to get on and get that ticket. Start booking your sessions with people. We have a beautiful array of things happening. So October is that month where the veil is the thinnest between the two worlds. So let's get to it and see what we have in store for you guys in October.
Oh, and I didn't open my guidelines, so give me 1 second, because I have to be honest, I don't have them all memorized how they roll out each month for us.
Oh, me neither. I mean, there's other things I have to worry about, but let me go first then. I'm going to start with Aries, our beautiful
Perfect.
Aries.
Let's do it.
And this is such a cool card. This is the Opportunity Beckons card for Aries. Now, let's talk about this for a second. When we see a card like this, Opportunity Beckons, I need you, Aries, to be wide open for this, though, because we tend to miss the opportunities far more than we receive the opportunities, or we seize the opportunities. Maybe that's a better way to say it. So you got to have your eyes wide open, your senses, expand your third eye, not so much that you're over receiving, but enough that you can pay attention to what's going on around you. When opportunities are being presented, we have to be able to seize that moment and be like, okay, I see this opportunity. And remember, not every opportunity is the right opportunity. So being aware and open, you can assess it in whatever way you need to and say, yes, hello, friends, I will take this opportunity, or hells no, where are we going with this? This isn't what I'm foreseeing. It also gives us an opportunity to readdress something. So, an opportunity comes by and we're shaky on it. We're not 100% sure. It gives us a bit of an opportunity to see if this is something that we are still interested in, or that we can bring to fruition in a way that's easy for us, because it may be trepidation that's stopping us from the opportunity coming to fruition. So Aries, there you go get it, friends.
Woo! All right, so I get Taurus, which is mine. I'm a Taurus, so I'm kind of doing a little reading for myself, but I'm doing a reading for all my fellow Tauruses out there. You guys got a deep breath, and this couldn't be more accurate right now for coming into October. It really is time to take a very beautiful deep breath and take a step back and just observe everything that you've done for this year and say, wow, I've accomplished a ton of stuff. I've done amazing work. Now it's time to sort of rest a little bit before I get into, the cozy, tucked in under the blanket with your slippers on fall, where we're kind of just hibernating, really. And so it's that time to go within. It's the time to go and recharge, to make sure your cup is full, to make sure that all that self-care is done and looked after, so that when you do get into the heavy cold months, that you do have all this extra energy when we're in that sort of, when the light is darker, when the days are shorter. And just remember, you know, it's kind of that, you hear it all the time when you're on a plane, you got to put your gas mask on first before you help anybody else. So now is that time to replenish yourself, fill your cup. And Tara's laughing at me, but it's all good. And so I'm
Gas mask.
your
Gas
your
mask.
oxygen mask. Do not gas
Don't
yourself.
put on a gas mask on the plane.
I totally meant oxygen mask, people.
Although maybe you should put on the gas mask. If someone's got gas in the airplane, put on your gas mask. But sorry, that was bad of me. I'm sorry.
No, it's perfect. It's perfect. I'm going to leave that with Taurus. Take some humor out of that, Taurus, and enjoy the month of October.
Gas mask. I pictured the plane going. Okay, Gemini, you got a very interesting card, and I don't want anyone to go into panic mode. This card is almost like the death card in tarot. People get really kind of stressed out about it. It's the Darkest Fears card, Gemini. Now, this is a card that I want to present in a way to you to make you not go into shit kind of place, but go into the you know what, I have control kind of place. So Darkest Fears represents not being able to move forward, to be stagnant in some way. It doesn't have to be a huge way even, but it's saying to you that you are not making strides because something is holding you back. So something is holding you back, and that's not an entity. You don't have an attachment or anything. This is energy. This is you stopping yourself from being progressive, from being empowered. And my favorite term is passion plus purpose equals empowerment. So you probably have something right now that you are feeling super passionate about. You know the purposes, but you're afraid. And you could be afraid of many things. You could be afraid that you go ahead and do this and it fails. I don't believe in failure. Everything's a lesson. You have to take what is working against you and twist it, assess it, validate it, kick it to the wind, and change it so that it is working for you. Take anything that is going on in your mind that's stopping you from being that progressive, badass babe. I was going to say girl, but boy, whatever, badass, and say, no, you know what? Enough's enough. I don't want to be small in this. I want to be big. I want to be explosive. I want to make it happen. Darkest fears, we should all have them. I was in the group, Nancy, trying to find my way around this morning. And I saw a post that one of our lovely ladies put in there, and it was talking about struggles, and someone said, well, I disagree. We should all, I guess she was saying, you're not struggling. Keep your chin up. It's not a struggle. And someone said, I disagree. We should validate struggles. And what I want to say is, when you get a card like this, and you see Darkest Fears, or you feel like you're in a struggle, it's not about invalidating. It's about seeing beyond it. It's about kind of going to the place. I mean, I always say validate all your emotions, because we're all here to experience them. But I really feel that if we sit in them and we sit, you know, and say, oh, I'm struggling. Oh, I'm struggling. Oh, I'm struggling. And we're not doing anything progressive to move out of that struggle. So for example, okay, I'm struggling, but you know what? Screw the struggle. I got this.
Yes.
You know, acknowledge the struggle, then kick it to the wind. If you sit in that struggle, you are sitting in that struggle. Validate what you feel, your emotions, and move on.
Mic drop.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I love that. 100%, right? You got to do the work, people. You can't just sit in it. Nothing's going to change without you actioning it and moving it forward. So
absolutely. So Gemini, get on it.
Get on it. All right. Cancer, it's your turn. You guys got a higher view. Look at the graphics on this, like just absolute beautiful artwork. The fact too that there's owl in this card is really about tapping into your inner wisdom right now, Cancer. One of my favorite meditations by Colette Baron-Reid it's called, I think, Get on Your Bird. And it's where she takes you through a meditation. You actually hop on the back of an eagle and you fly up into the sky. But you see all your problems from a different perspective. They're suddenly small. they suddenly don't matter. They're suddenly from a 360-degree view. So then when you drop back in to where your current situation is, you can see it from a much clearer perspective. You can see it from a place of wisdom, and you can see it from, I guess, more objective way, because you have removed yourself from it. You're looking at it objectively, and then you can go back in without the hurt, the anger, the whatever. You have that beautiful clarity to go in. You have the beautiful wisdom to step back in and go, okay, I see this. And it's similar to what we were just talking about. I got this. I'm going to work through it. I'm going to work around it. I'm going to work over whatever direction you got to go with the particular situation that you're in. And remember, call on Owl's wisdom to help you. That's, you know me, the animal person. So I always have to bring an animal into the reading. So it's really, Owl is around for higher wisdom. It's our connection to our higher self. It's our connection to the spiritualism. So call on the knowledge of people on the other side, your ancestors, and call on your higher self knowledge to come into that situation when you have removed yourself, when you've gone above and beyond, higher up than what you're currently sitting and stewing in or working through or processing, right? And once you can do that, it's so much more glorious. I'm going to see how many times I can drop glorious while we do this. But it is, it's something that I think we all need to do when we're in the situation. It's quite difficult to see it clearly. When we can remove ourselves from it, we can go back into it and go, okay, I got this. I got this. Now I see it from a higher perspective.
I just remind everyone that listening to all of these, not just waiting for yours, is really important. And I'm going to tell you why. And Tony's just babbling a bit here. He has a message for you as well, Nancy. But just because you have so many family members and people around you, and catching up a little bit on, I feel like we're just giving you a secret so that you can handle anyone and anything, knowing what they're going through or potentially will be going through. So pay attention. If you are on here listening to Nancy and I, and your husband is, a Cancer or a Gemini or Sagittarius, then pay attention, because you may get the one up and be able to handle anything that's coming their way with them. So I love that. Nancy, I wanted to mention something to you. When you were talking about Colette Baron-Reid and her doing this eagle thing, they literally showed you on the back of an eagle and flying. I really, truly feel, Nancy, that you need to do a meditation similar to that for our people, right? With a different intent and a different purpose. Eagle will take you where you're meant to go, but I really felt that with you. So, think about that, and maybe, throw something out there at some point when you feel that connection.
Definitely. I do have a monthly meditation that I do with animals, and the next journeying one is going to be with elephant, but I think we should do one in the group just to get some people working with their eagle and owl medicine.
For sure. An elephant, I love elephant. I just watched a whole TikTok series on these little elephants. Well, she was a little elephant, bigger than me, but a little elephant. It was so cute, and I just felt so lovely with it. Okay, so we're going to Leo right now. Yeah. And again, it might not be you. This might not be you, but it might be someone close to you. So let's see what's going on. Oh, this is an open up card. And, I love John's cards because he does them in chakra colors. So this feels, open up is a very rooted, Leo. Wow. Rooted card, and the root is the most humanist of the chakras. So it is where we are grounded, we are present, we have clarity, focus, understanding. This is where we are able to do our work in our jobs, and the more grounded we are, the more present we are. So therefore we see, we're more aware, and all the chakras kind of build up from that. If you're grounded, it's very rare that you have to go and figure everything else up. But if you start at the crown, you just have to make sure you get back down to root, if that makes sense. And because most of us work in a very human space, the root's so important. So Leo, open up. They're asking you to ask for guidance, to ask for help. And I'm not feeling necessarily from the spirit realm. Do you understand? I'm feeling more connected to those around you, to your coworkers, to your friends. Reach out, ask for help. And that can be a very, very hard thing to do. You know, people come to me all the time right now, and they're like, come to me, you can come to me at any time. Is there anything I can do for you? And I'm very reluctant to step out of my space and ask anyone for help. It's not the normal for me, but you know, at some point I will have to do it. I know I will have to do it. So if you are struggling with the idea of asking for help, if you're used to being the person that helps everyone else, kind of take a step back from that and think to yourself this: if I ask for guidance from the humans around me at this time, I will get something that will allow me to move out of the space that I'm in, or to progress in a different way, or to ascend in a beautiful way than I would if I just hang on here and just try to work it out of myself. There is a reason that you feel you should reach out. Reach out. Don't be afraid. 9 times out of 10, the people will respond in a beautiful way. I know I will never be let down when I reach out to my group, my people. I know I'll never be let down. Sometimes you think that you are overstepping boundaries. Do you understand? Bounds, leaps and bounds. But you're not. I mean, the worst that could happen is they can say, I don't have anything for you, boo. And all you do with that is say thank you and try again.
I love that for Leo. Virgo, you guys got some earth magic. And for the month of October, there is no better time to get out into nature, especially before it snows, and put your feet on the earth. There is nothing more recharging. And I'm sensing like a little theme here with filling the cup and coming back to center and getting ready to hibernate and go within for the winter. This is really about having Gaia and Mother Earth recharge you, lift your energy. You know, I often say to people, one of the best ways to quickly ground is to just go put your hands on a tree and say, please take what no longer serves me. Thank you very much. And recharge me, and giving gratitude to the tree and love to the tree. And it's amazing because literally tree hugging people. We're talking, the hippie part of me is we're going to tree hugging, but it is the quickest way to ground yourself. The earth is incredible. She recharges, she regenerates. And so when she recharges us, we go within, we recharge, and we give back to her. And I want to just add to that, it's really important to focus on the earth, to focus on giving back to her. Because we have to look after her for many, many, many lifetimes. But for you, Virgo, this is about grounding. This is about just coming back to center, being comfortable. And it is just a simple message, really, this month, to go within, be comfortable, recharge those chakras, and enjoy the beautiful hibernation that winter is kind of. All the seeds you've done, all the planting you've done, all the work you've done this year, it's time for you to recharge and have a little bit of rest. So I'm going to leave that with Virgo.
Nice. I get to do Libra, which is my daughter's sign, which her birthday was yesterday. She's 22 and she is in Vegas. Yeah, she is. She is in Vegas. I don't know what she's doing, but she's doing Vegas. So happy birthday to my Alana, baby boo.
Happy birthday, Alana.
And yeah, Libra, you got share the love. Oh. This is very much a heart-centered feel for me. As a matter of fact, I got goosebumps when I said share the love. So I really feel the energy is based on what you can do to help others around you. There is a need that someone energetically is going to be coming into your space or something, or go even more expansive, because Tony is saying to me universal, and do some work where we send out that distant healing, that distant love. And even if you're not a practitioner in that way, it doesn't matter. Thought processes are beautiful things. So I feel like you have something right now that we could all use, Libra. Maybe it's because you're in that perfect space right now astrologically, that you can send out. But I just feel that you have something everyone can need. And I would go even a little bit further, and I would be like, okay, you know what? I'm going to send it out to all the people. All the people that need love, I'm sending it out. All the people that need healing, I'm sending it out. You have enough. I just want to make sure you understand that. You might feel like, wait a second, I'm drowning in something, but they're asking. I feel like they're asking that, Libra, you have something. And if you really feel you don't have enough, don't send it out. You keep it. You're safe to do that. There's no obligation just because Spirit's like, hey, Libra, start healing everyone, please. There's no obligation to that, beautifuls. So, and then go further still and go to the creatures, all the creatures. Here's my little fairy dust of healing, love, and light, Libra. And then you go a step still, and you're going to the flora. Then you go to the universe itself, and you go to the world. And you just go and give. And you don't have to do it in a big way. It can just be a thought process. I'm giving. I have enough. Right now, I have enough. So I'm going to send it out. Just send it out.
I love that. That's a great message. Libra is also my husband. October 6th is his birthday, so I think that's a great message for him as well. Scorpio, which is our beautiful Tara, you had a jumper.
Ooh.
So, you had quieting the mind. Okay. And then you had divine matrix. And Scorpios, this is really, again, I keep talking about going within. I talk about replenishing. I talk about, I've had squirrels running around my yard, getting ready to hibernate for the winter. So it really is that planning time. It is the part where we don't have to be so overly active in our mind and just go authentically with what biologically is driving us forward. Stop getting in our head, overtelling the stories, overthinking the things. And remember, we're part of this divine matrix. There's a beautiful thing unfolding right now, not just as far as energetically in the world. And I think of like a spider web. I think, as far as you being a part of something bigger, a part of something more than just yourself. And to remember that you have so much to give back to this world. Right? So sometimes when we get too much in that space in our head and we tell those stories over and over and over again and overthinking things and what are we going to be doing tomorrow? What are we going to be doing yesterday? It's just about being in this moment right now. Quiet your mind, go within, put your feet on the grass, hug a tree, and go back to my trees. And remember, you are so much more part of a bigger picture. And you are maybe but a single note, but you are part of a symphony. And you need to remember that. You're doing a lot of amazing work out there. So I want you all to think about that, Scorpio, because it is the time of your season right now, people.
I love that. And quieting the mind. I literally woke up at 9 o'clock this morning, remembered we were doing a live at 11, and by 10:20 completely forgotten and had to run an errand. So that just goes to show you, quieting of the mind, too much going on sometimes, and having to take that little bit of a moment. So we're heading towards Sagittarius, which is my husband, and we get move. Now I need to show you this card. This is all about coming together. So it is a movement. Just look at that card. It's a hand fasting with the heart above it. So it's all about coming together. It's about being with your people. It's about taking a look at who's surrounding you and who is allowing you to be your authentic and true self. It is about being able to step back from the energy that serves no purpose in the moment. So it's being aware. So again, it all kind of corresponds with, paying attention, opportunity beckons, all those things that we're talking about. This card, move, is all about movement of self. Where is your head? What is your energy like? What is your body, mind, and spirit doing right now to allow you to feel your highest and best? Making sure that your authentic self, the people around you feel you're authentic. All of that energy matters. And it will matter because we're moving into hibernation season, where we start going into our own kind of quiet spaces, unless you're me, and I just go into explosive mode at Christmas. I have no idea what that will look like this year, but I am anticipating I will still have some Christmas joy. So going into that hibernation space, you're going to want to make sure that everyone is holding the energy for you in the right way. And remember, you don't have to let go of someone for a lifetime. Sometimes the reason or the season is important, and you can bring that person back in, that energy back in, and you can use that for anything to do with work, anything. It doesn't have to be a person per se, a circumstance, a situation, but a reason or a season. That's it. That's what I got.
Hey, I love that. So on to Capricorn, you got body and soul. And Spirit's coming through and they're really telling me it's time to come into balance, right? You often hear us always say about mind, body, soul, mind, body, soul. What is it you haven't been focusing on, and then bring that into balance? Have you been focusing too much on your health, or not that you can ever focus too much on it, but have you been lacking on your spiritual focus? Have you been lacking on connecting to your higher self and doing the work there? Or vice versa? Have you been spending way too much time with spirit and forgetting that self-care, forgetting to get to the gym, forgetting to do all the things that are important to you? This is really about bringing that balance in. And with the lotus flower on this particular card, it's about the blossom. When you can bring in and Spirit's literally showing me the figure 8 right now. So when you can bring that into that perfect balance, that's when you're really going to thrive. That's when you're going to flourish. That's when you're going to bloom and blossom. And so focus on that going into October. And again, I know we keep coming back to self-care and filling your cup and doing all of that, but it really is an important thing. You know, right now we're in Vancouver, Tara and I, and it's sunny. Get out there and get that vitamin D into your body before we do go into the darker hours that, you know, the days are shorter and that sort of thing. And focus on number one. Put your oxygen mask on, not your gas mask. I'm going to leave that with Capricorn.
Oh my goodness. Okay, we're heading into Aquarius, and I have throat chakra, straight up throat chakra. And this card is all about the blue ray, right? It's all about blockages. It's all about speaking your truth. And at some point, are we out of Mercury retrograde yet?
I have no idea.
Me neither. I lose track. I feel like we're in retrograde all the time. So, but retrograde has a lot to do with communication. And so the throat chakra coming up right now is something that you need to pay attention to what you're saying. I don't feel this is about what you're receiving. I feel it's about how you're speaking and you're communicating to others. And it will be what you decide to let in. What are you hearing? Are you hearing it correctly, or are you hearing a narrative that suits what you need at this time, and in the end doesn't suit what you really need? Are you flipping stories? Are there words? You know how we all talk now about how it's got to be careful when you're sending an email or a text message because the tone is everything, right? There's no lie in that. That is truth. You can switch someone like that with just an email or a text message that they just read it. Maybe you've added an exclamation mark that all of a sudden takes it from just being this like simple little hey to like hey, right? So pay attention to what you're doing and what you're saying, how you're communicating. You may find that you save yourself a lot of hassle, Aquarius, by being aware of speaking your truth and coming from your heart. Remember, words are powerful, far more powerful than we give them credit for. So, you know, choosing your words carefully, taking the time to think before you speak is probably in your best interest this month, my friends.
I love that. This kind of follows up for Pisces, last but not least. Let it go. And what is it that you have been hanging on to, Pisces? What is it that you have possibly been, you know, telling a story to yourself over and over and over? The narrative, you know, oh, well, they did me wrong, or they did this, or that happened to me, and that victimitis sort of stuff. It's time to let it go. It's time to forgive and forget. It doesn't make it right what may have happened, but you don't have to hold on to it and harbor it. When we tend to hold on to that anger, it consumes us. And if we can just say, you know what you did was crappy, but I forgive you and I'm moving on, because me is the most important thing, the highest that I hold myself in. Getting back to that center. Letting go of it, you're not holding it at a cellular level. Suddenly, it doesn't control you. You're taking back your power. And so this is a very, very important card about once you let it go, you take back that power, you set those boundaries. It kind of adds on to a lot of what Tara was just talking about. And if we can set boundaries and we can practice a daily energetic hygiene, trust me, it's going to be a whole different place for you, because you're not going to be getting up and focusing on that one thing every day over and over and over. It's the most powerful thing you can do. And I know it's really difficult to forgive, but once you can, trust me, you just become so much more empowered, and things just really start to unfold seamlessly for you. So I'm going to leave that with Pisces to think about for the month of October.
If I can just add one more thing, anyone that knows me knows I say this all the time. Forgiveness does not mean you condone what was done.
Exactly.
It just means you don't want to carry their burden on your shoulders.
Exactly.
What was done to you wasn't done by you. So why are you carrying it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that brings us to the end of October. I want to just remind everyone, we have the October 14th fair. If you are in town, if you're coming into town, it is at Bonzer in Burnaby. It's all on the website. You can go check it out there. Nancy will be there. Nancy's even doing a seminar. $5 to get in, includes a full day of seminars and workshops and demos. We have 7 beautiful energy practitioners. We have 10 amazing psychic readers, mediums, all sorts of stuff. We have vendors that are selling crystals and all the spiritual stuff. We have promotional tables, so much cool stuff. We're going to have a really awesome raffle. We even have a concession in there for a change. So you need a snack, Alana's got you. So come and join us, book in advance. We have pre-bookings for most of the readers and the energy practitioners. You book in advance, you'll get a raffle ticket for free. You'll get your admins included in that. So just come and check it out. It'll be a lot of fun. And we're right on the SkyTrain route.
Yeah, literally something for everyone. And yeah, SkyTrain route is huge because you can easily get there.
Free parking. Yeah, it's just going to be so much fun. And the final thing I'm going to say, because my assistant Vanessa is going to smack me all over the place if I don't do this, product of the month, this is limited, it only comes out in October, is the Essential Roll-On Halloween Blood Offering. So it's the essential oil. It is blood orange with patchouli. It's meant to ignite your higher self. The mantra is I move through the veil with ease, because the veil is the thinnest. So this is where you can connect to your higher self and do some extra work. I only have limited stock because we only do these for Halloween, and we don't get cray-cray with them. So if you're interested, you can go to the product of the month at the website. Other than that, check out everything Nancy and I are doing. You guys all know our platforms. Vanessa will have them all done for us. Everything is Nancy Christine Brady and Spirit Essence by Tara Diana on all the platforms. If you are on TikTok, follow my TikTok account. I'm doing every morning, Monday to Friday, I do Starbucks and Spirit, where I channel a message for you guys from Spirit while I get to drink my beautiful Starbucks. And Nancy we have a workshop together October 25th, a mini workshop, Soul to Soul Power Animals. And Nancy's going to be bedazzling you with all her animal communication abilities.
Yep. And then October 21st, I do Soul Journeying with Animals. If you're interested, check it out. The next one I'm going to be doing is Elephant, and it's about manifesting goals and problem solving. So,
and that night you're going to be with me at Serendipities.
I'm going to be with you doing a fun Halloween event at Serendipities with Jenny as well.
That's right. Message night extraordinaire. The veil is the thinnest.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll let everyone go. Nancy, I love you. Thank you for your patience.
Love you too. It's all good. Have a great day, everyone.
Bye, guys.